Hey, Alice. Hey, Donna. Hey, Tori. Hey, Pamela. Hey, you get feeling better for long. Guarantee it. Y'all doing all right? Reckon I got my own in-home pharmacy here. There you go. Christina should be in here in a few minutes. I forgot to flip that daggone other light. Makes it look too whitish in here with just that light. Yeah, well, all right. I I rested most of the day. I ain't had no energy. I ain't felt worth a flip. Uh, Christina's been uh, not feeling good. She's been eating cough drops and throat spray like candy. I don't know what's going on. 6 on 4 likes. We know how many's here, so if you enjoyed this content, just come on down. Just hit the like button. And I know you were part of it before, but just come in and chat. Yeah. Well, maybe you should be in here in a minute. Hey, Carol. Uh, Tori, what's been going on causing you not to feel good in the first place? Hey, Holler. You already are part of this family, love. Uh, what's going on? I mean, I thank you, Donna. Uh, I and I appreciate you sharing too. Uh, what's been going on? You know, I ain't had no energy. Um, Christina, she's been eating cough drops and throat spray like candy. Just don't have no energy. I've laid around all day long. Still ain't done no good. I need to turn that Wi-Fi off on my phone. There we go. But Tori, what's been going on that you've not been feeling good for? What's it boiled down to? Just your stomach hurts? Have you ever been checked for ulcers? Mm. So that's like me. I got a rip in my stomach lining, and it's my. I don't know how. I don't know if it's hereditary or what, but my daddy and grandpa, they owned a roofing company, and hey, Lynn, and he was up there putting on shingles one day, and his he had a tear in his stomach lining too, and it just busted up one day, and they had to rush him to the hospital, and one day my stomach got to hurting and burning like fire, and went and had it checked and MRI and things, and I had about a 4-inch rip in mine as well. Told me don't be picking up heavy things or nothing. But did I listen to that? No. Probably should have, because every now and then I still feel it burn. They had to put everything Grandpa had back in the right spot. Lynn, I did ask her, and she's going to get it and bring it in here and show you how many pockets it's got. Um, I did film a little bit with that little camera when I was waiting on her for work, and I said, "Well, you'll probably be on live before you see that." So, hey, Christina,
Yes.
will you do me a favor?
What?
Hand me that coffee in there, and
Coffee?
yeah, and bring that uh wallet in here. Show Lynn. And the doctors can't find what's going on with the stomach. They did 2 CAT scans where the contrast. I can't find what it is going on. Probably something right under their nose that they ain't paying attention to. Took them a long time to figure out mine. If it don't rip all the way through, they really can't see no detail of it. Yeah, that's the way I was too for a long time, but that didn't work. I hadn't been able to do that, and I couldn't tell you when. 10 and 10. How about that?
Want to slam them?
Yeah, please.
Keep it this way, that's way. Careful, I accidentally put a little bit.
You reckon? Thank you.
You used to bring wallet with me?
Yeah, she wants to know how many uh, pockets it's got.
Now it's not fully black.
Huh?
Henry?
What?
It's not fully black though.
Well, she's seen it.
It's brown and black. I'm not sure if anything's in it.
I don't know which way it's supposed to be up. I guess that way. I think that says Stone Mountain. And it's got a label. Stone Mountain, yeah. So there's one.
I took her charger from the living room.
All right.
Yeah, definitely not sure if there's anything in it though.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
That'd be one that Babe needs to use.
15. How in the world did you get that down in there?
Actually, it was already like that. I didn't know that. It was her sister that did.
Well, she need to quit touching things. How many did I say? I done mess myself up. Let's see.
Huh?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
It's a lot of space in the trash.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
Like I said,
24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 28.
29
28.
plus the back.
Oh, yeah, plus the back, 29.
I told you there's a lot of space in that one.
That's a nice one. So if you want it, we'll send it to you.
Now the pink one though, that's the one that has less pop.
Yeah.
Less pop.
Well, it's in order to have enough about anybody. Do you want it?
That one was just too narrow for me.
This one?
Yeah, it was way too narrow.
Yeah, she probably carries a lot of stuff in hers.
Yeah.
Lynn does.
It was just too narrow for me.
Did you leave them boxes in there?
I did.
Oh, it's okay. Lynn, you want this?
Say fish if yes. I don't know why I wanted to say that one, but I did apparently.
Nothing. I told you.
What?
We done made a deal.
Oh.
I don't go back on my word. Yeah, put that in them boxes, and put that stuff around it, and we'll send it out tomorrow.
Lynn?
Yep, Lynn George. You sent her. Let me get back to comments real quick, guys. Let's see. I was asking Tori about her stomach. She said just her stomach hurts. It could be your stomach lining if you don't have ulcers. Yeah, I've been laying around all day. I ain't had no energy whatsoever. If we get anything tonight on here, it's because they wanted to say it, because I ain't got the energy. And it's weird because I can go lay down and go sleep, but when I wake up, I'm hurting so bad I can't stand it, and then I'm up 5-10 minutes and I can't hold my eyes open. I'm ready to lay down again.
There's something draining our energy.
I'm about fed up with it, whatever it is.
Have you taken any of your meds today?
Yeah, I just took care of one of them a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
Well, except my Elavil. I'll have to grab it. It's in the back up there. And then I was telling about that rip in my stomach. It's like my grandpa did. Hey, Sabina. Sabina. They're saying hi, Christina. She wants it, yes. Huge snowstorm here. Schools were closed today and closed tomorrow too. Luckily, we still have power. Yeah. Like I said, Lynn, I don't go back on my words for nobody or anything. Some people like that about me and some don't. But I really don't give a damn who does or don't. Hey, everybody. Your knee is hurting again, too. Everybody throw up prayers for Tori. Everybody throw up prayers. Just put out prayers for JSV films. Because I don't know a soul that couldn't use one. And I'll do the same thing. And good Lord, I hear every one of them. Hey, Johnny. Um, yeah, that will go out tomorrow, Lynn. Wait a minute. I better watch my words because tomorrow's Saturday.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And if I don't get to the post office 412, it'd be Monday. But
well,
you got to be up. You got to be there at 11, right?
Yeah.
No.
Be there at 11.
Yeah. Well, you got to be up by 9 anyway because you got to call in people.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get that situated. And you're the only one that knows all your info. Hey, Judy. They still won't tell me that's your stuff. That won't work. Um,
Oh.
Is the chocolate milk good? Mm-hmm. Is it cold? Should be. Been in there since yesterday. I thought about drinking my day.
I didn't bring another drink in here. Oh.
Judy, you doing all right? Kathy? Yeah. I like it because it ain't that old dark chocolate junk.
Yeah. Well, it is kind of dark chocolate, but more like a milk chocolate instead.
Yes. Yes, it's.
No, because there's dark chocolate and milky chocolate. And then they put that one into the.
I don't care nothing about dark chocolate.
That one helps with one thing.
Never have. Something I want to ask y'all before we get started. What do y'all think on Miss Guthrie's situation? My nose feels like it's running in a mile a minute, but it ain't. So I don't know what's going on. Well, hey, Melinda, how you doing? Been a minute. Did you hit that like for me when you come in here? I sure would appreciate it. They're trying to write a book or make a movie. Uh, well, good, thank you. Uh, Less fat, less sugar. Yeah, that's true. Uh, I I know my belief in it. Um, Now, and I'm gonna say this the kindest way I know how, and the ones that's doing it knows what I'm talking about. No, no, hon. Today is February the 23rd. Wait a minute.
Yeah, today's 23rd. Today's Monday then.
You're right. You're right. How come my thing ain't set yet?
Morning.
My thing down there. That's my bag. Yeah, it'll go off tomorrow.
Today is the 23rd.
I'm glad you called me out on that. Yeah, that's why I said you got to be up morning on the phone at 9 o'clock. They open the door at 9 o'clock. You got to. Uh, I mean, I know Lynn's gonna help us Wednesday, uh, and Pamela's gonna help us whenever she gets her cash app card.
Mm-hmm.
But they do something because that them now my card's fine now, but she just got to get in touch with them, get them to redo it. You know, it should be on a thing. Like if you can't send it one day and it don't go through, try again. I thought maybe they'd try it today, but it didn't. So yeah, well, y'all confused. I confused myself. I was looking
Yeah, I was about to say you confused yourself. I was about to correct you on that one. Like, wait, today ain't Saturday. No, that was 1 to 9 then.
Look, there you go. I looked at it down here, had me off track for a minute. Okay. Is antibiotics. Antioxidants. Pamela helps the immune system. Sure does. Uh, today's the 28th. Yes. Today, well, no, today's the 23rd. But we only have 28 days in this month. Uh, I know y'all at me. I'm in Alabama. Well, today's Saturday. Had been Saturday all day long, then, wasn't it?
I worked 1 to 9 Saturday. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ain't
so
that?
It definitely ain't Saturday.
Ain't that? I think Sheriff needs to talk about what people want to hear about the ping of pacemaker. Um, yeah. I mean, like I said, here in a minute, after we get through cutting up, I'm gonna tell you what I think. Everybody got an opinion, you know, and I'm gonna put mine out there. You're making a Canadian funny. I I didn't either. I done thought we done flipped the script here, and I'm like, wait a minute, no. She said she's gonna send Wednesday, and I thought we done messed around and done get past it, but we ain't. But yeah, Lynn, it's like I said, just you name it, that's the way it is. Since this case has started, can't even sleep good at night. Well, I tell you what I believe, and then I'll tell you what I know. And before I do that, I spoke about this to many people here not too awfully long ago. And I can get a name for my mods, and that reminds me, I need another mod or two uh, to jump on here tonight and tomorrow one. Um, I told people, uh, if you come over here, you sit in the background, and you watch and you listen, and you take it back to your platform and just word it different ways. Again, I'm going to say this the kindest that I possibly can. If you cannot sit and do what we do here and what I do, don't use what I've got to try to make yourself better. If it was meant for that, you'd be fine. But that's not right, and you know it. You do your own shows. If you want to watch mine, what happens at JSV stays here. Unless I want some shows or something sent out. Do not use my words on any other platform for your benefit. And I'm fed up with it. Okay. So I'm going to stop right there before I get too far. Help them. Um, yeah. Hey, Beck. But they don't. They come over here and see what I get, and then they take it back to their platform and just change some of the words around. Here a while back, I had some people to watch, some other people, and they were saying exactly what I said. They were just turning it a different way. So if you can't do something, don't take from someone else to better yourself. It's time to humble down and say, hey, Lord, can you help me with this? Because I don't want to step out and do something wrong. Sometimes all it takes is being a little bit humble every once in a while. I would give my shirt off my back to somebody. But if you steal from me, if you lie to me, cross me any way, I will never, as long as I live, have use for you again. And that's just the way I am. Yeah, it's wrong of them. I don't want to go irate tonight. I don't feel like it. But damn it, stop it. uh, so, anyway, the reason I even mentioned this is because they have been even trying to do it on this case here. um, with Miss Guthrie. Um, and it ain't right, and it's really, really ticking me off. Okay. Um, it's one thing to just be here and run your mouth, but when you take it somewhere else and you word it wrong to put me in a bad light, it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass. Now, yes. Now I'm gonna show you um, this here. Um, Let me click on this one first. This is the first one that was sent. Um, the first one says, please do not ignore me. I'm trying to see what I can do for y'all. I'm on disability. Well, 93% of the population is on disability, nearly. And that is at Adele B uh, slash R9B. Um, and you can see it there for yourself. Now, I'm not downing her and I'm not knocking her for that. A lot of people, even myself, is on disability. And then on the second one, she says, I was mistreated very badly when I was young by uncles and brothers and dad's friends and so forth and on and on and on. And then she goes into saying, Jack and Lily, we all love you. We are going to make sure whoever hurt you will pay with their life. Lily and Jack, did you ever feel love from your mom? I want to send money, but I'm not in no condition to do so. Well, join the daggum crowd. I would love to be at your wedding. I was crying while watching y'all. And then here at the bottom says, now Spanish channels are now doing what you are doing. This very bottom one here. Um, that's at ADELB, or the straight line, R9B. Now I'm not knocking it for being on disability and whatnot, because I am too. Uh, One reason why we don't have time to make it around here, but Lord's blessed us. Um, um, so if anybody, I would have no idea. I would have to download a um, translator app. But if this woman can't speak Spanish, how does she know that somebody's using, what I'm doing, or is she using it with a speech app?
Yeah, there is such thing as that.
Get my drift? So we're gonna have to play our cards right, but we can't tip her hand too quick. If she shows up at any point in time, Adele, at Adele. Let's keep an eye out. Uh, we'll keep it friendly for a while and just see if how it is. Um, but that's almost a little bit too suspicious. Um, they do, but a lot of people don't have sense enough to know how to close one either, Joni.
Oh,
Just like a Ouija board. People think it's a game.
that's true.
And I lay my life down on what I'm going to say here. When you put your foot into the paranormal, you've opened yourself up for anything. People can make light of the situation, but it can cause health problems. It can cause you death. And I tell people all the time, do not underestimate the deceased. Some things have never been human in the first place, and they will eat at you and eat at you and eat at you. If people don't know what they're doing, they need to leave it alone. Okay. So I just don't. That's why I've got this based as not for children. Uh, People to go out and buy their children a Ouija board and things and think, it's just a toy, Yeah, let that be fine till you start backing out of your driveway or something, or start coming up with some kind of health problems you can't get out of. Oh, maybe. Uh, but the thing about it is, if even if you're running a spirit box, it don't matter. Whatever is speaking is not 1,000 miles away. What is speaking is right here next to you, wherever your device is. That's how they speak. And when you get on one and you start talking, maybe a year, maybe 2 years, maybe just a couple days, you never know. But if you do not know how to stop it, you can have things jump you, even in your own home. I tell people all the time, please be careful with the paranormal. I know you just fooling about, but I'm just saying the realistically part of it. Really, really be careful dealing with a deceased. And I ain't preaching. I ain't got no preaching license. Thank you very much. Uh, and what brought us to this is I've heard that if it's hard, honey, go to bed.
Like this all right at doing it.
Uh, um, that's why I don't like watching tabloids or reading it or anything else. I don't like to see any other YouTubers stuff now. Updates that come from like the news or some source like that. We'll listen to it a little bit, But I know what I've been shown. And then, just like Christina tonight, talked about it, and then
talked about it because of TikTok.
talking about her, hey Patricia, and then talking about her pacemaker. It would have been a fatal job to do that if you were not in a facility in a hospital under care with about 10 different doctors around you, all of them doing something at the same time. And there are certain words that I've heard that I believe to be Miss Guthrie's voice. Mask, desert, basement, neck, had him sneak up. Uh, the name David popped up, killed me, didn't answer the door, window, yes, and wrist. Treated, punished, tied. Um, yeah. Um, it's just been kind of channeling back and forth all day in my head that um, they found her. Um, and that it was too late. And then I've sat and thought that, well, matter of fact, when I was laying down, it come to me, well, maybe she ain't. Maybe they found her and she ain't, you know. Um, but the vile things that have been said through the spirit box would almost put it at least 99% on the downfall part of the ladder. So I reckon they did. I reckon. Yeah, I can ask that. Yeah. Um, and what I'm talking about is people know that I have been talking about Miss Guthrie for the last few days, and they take it and put it over on to their channel. And I guess that's where whoever that is was telling me that they're doing it even in Spanish now, uh, behind my words. Um, I don't I don't believe tabloids. I don't believe paparazzi. I don't believe none of that junk. TMZ. I don't believe nothing they say. 1 minute it'll be one thing, next minute it'll be something else. They're worse than the news channel. Well, really, that's all it is for rich people. TMZ's. They're the ones that takes control of all that junk. They could tell me 1,000 times she's alive, but it won't take but one time for her to tell me she's not. And I'll stick with that. But I just want to see what y'all thought about it. Because we're fixing to be asking some pretty serious questions here. Mm. Um, I got one somewhere talked about hitting her in the face, busting their mouths or something somewhere. Then I heard the words, "I'm dead." Um, but I don't know if that is her voice. I've not watched anything to learn her voice. All I know is the voice that's been speaking is a voice that we've not been hearing. Well, it can work that way, but then you're going to have tabloids, TMZ, you're going to have news feeds all around. Someone's going to get a glimpse of something. I mean, it's one of them, like 50-50, meet you in the middle kind of deal. Um, I, yeah, I see some of your Facebook pictures. That's pretty cool. Um, I just, I just don't know. Um, that's something else that we're fixing to start doing too, Joni. Me and Christina, we're going to start doing some outdoor things and start putting more stuff out here to the channel other than just only paranormal, because we can do paranormal anywhere. I don't have to be sitting here in the house. And everybody's been here for 10 minutes, no better than that. So anyway, let's get down to business. Now, if anybody's got anything the latest, now and like I said, now I'm gonna look through myself real quick, and I'll even show you guys. Um, you know, there's one thing that stands out to me for some reason. About every picture you see of her, you see her daughter that's a news anchor, and not of her and her other daughter. Have you ever noticed that? Latest on Nancy Guthrie disappearance. Of course, one Aaron beginning a fourth week. Robin, something other. Um, Nation, News Nation. Nancy Guthrie, your questions about the days, 12 days, 21 days, 84-year-old. It's never too late. Well, you can be wrong on that one. Uh, Nancy Guthrie, suspect visited. Um, of course, in this picture, uh, that he has on a face mask, but it don't have eye holes and especially know where to hold a flashlight in the mouth. Um, this was 2 hours ago. Missing person Nancy Guthrie, age 84, so and so, called FBI. 3 hours ago, search for Nancy Guthrie continues. Pull that up, Christina, what you was showing me about when I picked you up.
In the truck? That was on your phone, though.
Oh, was it? You remember who it was?
No. It just so happened to be the next video that behind the Jubal show thing that we were listening to.
Some guy here said Nancy not a cold case. Law enforcement emphasizes with Nancy. New footage found. Changes everything. 2 days ago. Still the disappearance masked suspect in Nancy Guthrie's abduction. It was something talking about cameras that was on top of the house. I'm not understanding why every one of these pictures is of her and her daughter, the news anchor. Bombshell about new details about blood splatter. Nancy Guthrie's body was found floating in a pond near Catalina Pond near Catalina foothills. Now, remember what I'm saying, and take it with a grain of salt, because tabloids, TMZ, all these people will conjure up things, and you don't know where if it is or it ain't. That's why, again, I only tried to get information from the person it's theirself.
The body of Nancy Guthrie was found floating in a...
Wait a minute. What happened to my... That was it, wasn't it?
Yep.
I thought I had this already going. Hang on a minute, guy. Hey, baby, yeah.
The body of Nancy Guthrie was found floating in a pond near Catalina foothills. The body of Nancy Guthrie was found floating in a pond near Catalina foothills. Body of Nancy Guthrie was found floating in a pond near Catalina foothills. On Saturday, police received a report of a floating body discovered in an abandoned pond near Sabino Canyon. The body was identified as that of long-missing Nancy Guthrie, found just 2 miles from her residential community. Police investigations revealed numerous dragged footprints near the water's edge. These tracks extended to the shoreline, distinctly different from ordinary walking patterns, and appearing to show signs of struggle and...
What? Oh. That's true, Beck. Every once in a while, though, they'll slip up and, say something that ain't on key.
The body of Nancy Guthrie was found floating in a pond near Catalina foothills. On Saturday, police received a report of a floating body discovered in an abandoned pond near Sabino Canyon. The body was identified as that of long-missing Nancy Guthrie, found just 2 miles from her residential community. Police investigations revealed numerous dragged footprints near the water's edge. These tracks extended to the shoreline, distinctly different from ordinary walking patterns, and appearing to show signs of struggle and forceful movement. Police preliminarily speculate that Nancy may have been forcibly brought to this location.
I'm going to have to
and engaged.
We're going to get to that. And what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go for a little bit with it, pause it for a second, because there are certain little things that I need in detail to ask. So y'all bear with me. Don't go nowhere, because you're not going to want to miss this.
The body of Nancy Guthrie was found floating in a pond near Catalina foothills. On Saturday, police received a report of a floating body discovered in an abandoned pond near Sabino Camp.
I could almost guarantee you that's not no abandoned pond. If they are out in the desert here and there or whatnot, somebody's went fishing in that pond or done some swimming in one. They got any good common sense. Yeah.
The body was identified as that of long missing Nancy Guthrie, found just 2 miles. Nancy Guthrie found just as that of long missing Nancy Guthrie, found just 2 miles from her residential community. Police investigations revealed numerous dragged footprints near the water's edge. These tracks extended to the shoreline, distinctly different from ordinary walking patterns, and appearing to show signs of struggle and forceful movement. Police preliminarily speculate that Nancy may have been forcibly brought to this location and engaged in a violent struggle with the suspect. The body's state of decomposition indicates it may have been floating in the water for over a week. Further examination of the remains is currently underway. Meanwhile, investigators stated they are tracing clues related to Nancy's activities prior to her disappearance. The body of Nancy Guthrie was
And then you got this 12 hours ago.
We are going to turn our attention to the search for Nancy Guthrie, which is now in its 4th week. Still no sign of the missing 84-year-old mother of Today's Show host, Savannah Guthrie. And some members of the... we are going to turn our attention to the search for Nancy Guthrie, which is now in its 4th week. Still no sign of the missing 84-year-old mother of Today's Show host, Savannah Guthrie. And some members of the public are now taking matters into their own hands. Our Danielle Miller is bringing...
If they don't, nobody's going to do nothing. Every single photo, not some of them, not a few of them, every single photo is with her and her daughter, the news anchor. That tells me 1 to 2 things. That the one daughter did not get the attention as the other, and thought that they could make a fortune with a ransom. But how you gonna do that if you kill the person? You're not gonna get your ransom money. I don't think that that's and that ain't I just don't sit right. I can't help how you look at it. That That dog won't hunt. Every picture is her in with that girl. Well, you know, now let's not forget that young little gal neither. Uh, she's from there, um, and she was strangled and uh, drowned. Um, by her own mom. Well, hey. Yeah, there's something about them pictures, and they're making themselves look suspicious. One thing I do know is that this is family oriented. I'll let them talk and get it out of their system for a little while, and then set in on them pretty good here. Talk to me. Anyone got any info on Nancy Guthrie? What about a pond? Now, a lot of time, I try to only let one person talk, but please don't try to override each other because I want to listen to each and every one of you. Okay. Wait. Question for anyone that's willing to answer. Catalina Foothills. Do you know that area? Catalina Foothills. Yeah, you do. Is there abandoned pond there? I'm going to ask this again, and it's got to be a yes or no answer. I don't want no beating around the bush. I don't want to hear nothing about from her home. I'm asking one simple question, and I want you guys to learn to answer as I ask. Please. Is there an abandoned pond at Catalina Foothills? What? Oh, right there. I think we just got it. I think we just got it, guys. Foothills. Catalina Foothills. Is it maybe down in a gully? Is it easy to access that abandoned pond? Wait. Is it hard to get to this pond at Catalina Foothills? Could you drive to it? Is it where you maybe need to go horseback? Is it hard or is it easy to get to? Because this is going to defy where if both children are telling the truth. Asking one question. Is the abandoned pond at Catalina Foothills, is it easy to get to the pond? Another question. When a body had been taken out of the abandoned pond, when they carried the body away, can you tell me what color was the body bag? What color body bag don't do not. Yeah, I think I got it. I think I got it in a dream. No, I don't need a might have been. I'm going to ask this question again. When they moved a body that had been found in that abandoned pond at Catalina Foothills, what color was the body bag they moved the body in? That's what I thought.
Good.
Somebody one time said, well, I'm going to read it off right here. We got pretty much wrapped up here. I asked if anybody knew the location of the Catalina Foothills. Guy says yes. Before I had a chance to ask any other question, they said body floating in it. I asked, is there an abandoned pond at Catalina Foothills? Yes. They found her. He dragged her. Now, what did we just listen to a while ago? What did they say? What did they say? So there is. Yeah, but not deep. Not visible. So if you're just standing around down in there, you're not going to see that pond. That was one of the most precise things that they could have said. It was not deep, but it was also not visible. That's why I asked, could they drive there or have to go horseback? I guess they finally seen it from above, and maybe they cut some of the wooded area out around from it and went down in there with a Jeep or something, or horseback. The other day, I couldn't tell if I was dreaming or if I just seen it. I seen somebody getting carried in a red body bag. And I got this here. Of course, I had to ask it 4 or 5 times. I heard red. Then I heard a female say blue. Then I heard a guy say red. Then I heard a girl say red. So, did they find 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie? Yeah. Well, apparently that may be the crawl space I asked about the other day, and said they talked about it and said yes, there was a crawl space in the basement in her home. So I got that information, thank God, that day. It says they used black and white. Well, all I know, hon, is what I was shown. That was it. I can't help if it was green, purple, blue, yellow. I can't help it. What I seen, or what was shown to me, was red. Now, could this be for her, or could this been for that child? I don't know. But we can't forget about that little girl. She was strangled and drowned as well. Well, I could be, but if that's the case, your hair is blue and pink, and one eye is yellow and the other is solid black. And you only have 6 toes on one foot and 9 on the other. And what's about sprouting the feathers? You gonna fly away somewhere or what? But I mean, it was a question I had to ask, because that's what was shown to me. Like I said, I don't know if it's for that child or for her or who. I don't know, and all I can ever tell is what I see. But again, this is still going to be one of these situations like Summer, Sebastian. Yeah, they did. They found him. Yeah, I got the same thing. That's I didn't know if I was dreaming it or if if I was already awake with it. And I got the same thing, Sabina. So I don't know. All I can do is go off of what, like I said, what they tell me or what they show me. I have no idea. What we do know is that they are a Catalina foothills, an abandoned pond. Before I even had a chance to mention it, they were a body floating in it. And then found her. And then when we listened to that clip a minute ago, they said they found drag marks where someone seemed like to be fighting back. And then when I asked again about the pond, he said, yeah, but not deep and not visible. So I guess you would have to be up in the air probably to see it. And if it was mighty near dried up and it just looked like a speck from up there, then that's why they overlooked it. Maybe they had some weather, some wind, and whatnot that pushed it to the, to the side, to the bank. Maybe they took some cadaver dogs. Um, I mean, y'all can hear the same thing I'm sitting here hearing. So, exactly. And the one I seen, it was red, but it had black straps to carry it with. But the body bag itself was red. And I know, a lot of times solid black can be uh, something as far as from uh, suicide, uh, car crash, whatnot. Um, you know, different ones for different things. I explained that the other day too. Um, maybe I don't know. I don't know enough of that medical stuff to know. Look, hey, I'm just a backwoods hillbilly country feller. Uh, I I don't know all that stuff, you know. And the only thing that I can speak is what I'm shown or what we hear right here. We'll listen to the uh, thing first, and then we'd play it, hear something, I'd cut it. Play, hear something, cut it. Add it up to exactly what they said. Exactly. And then I wanted to know about the color of the bag. But again, could that be for that baby or kid? I don't know. People that work in the medical field, they would know. Because I don't. I've heard before, but I don't know. As far as I know, it may be for the next person coming up going to be missing, being a red one. I don't know. Some little old girl. Um, uh, I asked a question about her meds, and somebody said that they took her meds. Yeah, over money and jealousy. Uh, but I have no idea, love. That was 3 or 4 days ago or so. I don't know. It was a little girl, and uh, um, she was strangled and drowned, and I I don't know. That's all I got. Uh, have no idea where was she from, other than I think some part of Arizona or somewhere. I don't know. Nevada. I don't know where it's from. Um, but from what we listened to a few minutes ago and to what we got down here on paper, is the same exact thing. That's why I like doing it that way. I mean, because if it is her, well, we've got it. If it's not her, and if it's not that little girl, then apparently there's going to be a new case for another elderly person. So I don't know. I I I asked, why would they have footage on the roof and not give the FBI don't give no details of how they got the footage from the cameras up there, because they were not connected to Wi-Fi. The FBI didn't want to give no explanation. Would not talk to nobody about it. Said that they caught whatever the guy was doing in the front yard. But then they showed another version of that, and you couldn't see no eye holes or for a nose or anything. And there's no way for somebody to hold a flashlight in their mouth either, to go put grass in front of the camera, because this is a paid off deal. I think it's more the daughter than anything, if you want the honest God's truth about it. Like I said, every picture was of her and her daughter that is an anchor. None of her with her other daughter. That would make any child jealous. And so much so that convinced your loved one to do something vile to get back at them. But was this sister that is a news anchor, was she putting bad thoughts about her sister in her mama's head and her husband? All I'm going to say about her is, she don't wear a halo, if you get my drift. There's no way that everything was just so happy and going and good for her and her mom, and not involve the other sister. I would say Savannah said, just don't help them anymore. Let them do their own thing. And if they can't do that, then that's their problem. They probably overheard that, or somebody admitted to it. And yes, it could go both ways. It could very well go both ways. But yeah, she's not wearing no crown right now either, I'm telling you. There's stuff that she knows that she's not telling. Why do you think they just pop up pictures of just her and her mama? I mean, look, hey, I was born, but it wasn't yesterday. Okay. Now, it might have been day 4 yesterday, but it wasn't yesterday. I don't think we could get any better accuracy on Miss Guthrie. What do y'all think? Y'all all tell me what y'all think. Well, I can tell you right now, every law enforcement people around counties, states, cities, it don't make no daggum difference. They're all crooked as a dog's hind leg. Oh, we gonna most definitely do that, love. But I just want to see what everybody's, opinion is as well. Because we all wanted to hear if we could find out anything about her. Well, I do too. Yeah. And probably some undersheriffs and everything else. Because if they were going at it, you didn't hear she's been found. Well, I just played it, and they said that they found the body of Nancy Guthrie. But like I said, out through the day, I've heard people say she has been found, she hadn't been found, she hadn't, to now she's been found. I can't say yay or nay. I just can't say it. Oh well, that's what I'm talking about too. That as well. I mean, I don't know. Only thing that I know is what y'all know. What y'all hear is the same thing I'm hearing. And that's all we can go off of. Which they go off from helicopters and thermal and all this and that. And we go through spiritual ways of trying to find someone. That's the only difference with us. And I'm not like other YouTubers where they, go around getting bits and pieces of everybody else's stuff and putting it out on their platform. I don't do that. I do my own thing. I don't watch other junk like that. No, I don't either. No, I don't either. Yeah, now whatever girl was you was talking about, Johnny, they may have found her. I don't know about that either. I ain't heard nothing else about it, tell you the truth. I don't know. But yeah, we can turn this thing back on and just kind of sit back for just a little bit and see if they speak any more on it or whatever. Because now that they've heard me ask questions, they'll be wanting to talk amongst one another as well. And sometimes that's where you can get some of your best info. I bet you would do me a favor, would you?
What?
If you decide to go back in the kitchen,
Yeah.
would you pour me some coffee?
Coffee?
I think it's still hot in there. Prayingly, if it ain't, you don't have to with it. But if it is, I'll take a cup. And I love you forever for it. And I'll dance at your wedding. How about that?
You're gonna be at the wedding.
Oh,
You goof
I forgot.
You're like, I love you.
Yeah. Give me my paper towel.
I'll make some NATO cans.
Someone just whispered Nancy. Someone did find some poor kid.
Probably both, if anything.
Well, they was talking on here, said they believed that child whoever was already found. I do believe that this one here was probably Miss Nancy. I can't say it for sure, but I think it could be. I don't know, Chris. I'd have to go back through all that paperwork. I don't remember that little girl I did the other day.
Yesterday?
No, it was a couple days ago, maybe 3. I don't know.
Well, you tend to be paranormal, so.
Well, they're all in that one right there, in that orange one.
Kylie Rodney?
No. I need that one though.
That's what I need.
I'm gonna need it. I got somebody called out too. Got several names on it. Yeah. Well, now we never did get a Amber Alert on it.
Heard about Earl.
Mm-hmm.
That was Thursday.
Mm-hmm. I have no idea, guys. We can go back through all that paperwork and find it. We did Summer, we did Nancy. We're gonna be doing Harmony, Dylan Rounds, Kylie Rodney, Jack and Lily, and I wrote it down somewhere, and something. Jack and Lily and Gabby Petito, and then we'll start with some others as well. Yeah, I don't remember who. Somebody sent me something about a 2-year-old, and I really didn't want to have to do no 2-year-old. Last time I had done that it really hit home, But this time, I didn't hear no crying, but I heard people talking about the child, but just seeing the child, not being a loved one of the child.
Yeah, if you heard me scream, I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I have no idea. But let's see. Hold on there. That one that was a 2-year-old, her name was Genesis Reed. And we kept getting the name Allen, and come find out, one of the mods sent to me said that the dad was Jordan Allen Reed. So, so I don't know who it was. Maybe we'll get back to it. Maybe we'll hear something about it. Hey, Summer. They did what, Summer? A body. They figured something out. Who is they? What do we do? I want to stop you right there, buddy. I heard you there in the background say, "Why do y'all gather here?" And let me just tell you right off the top. You could ask that in a nicer way. But what I do is I give the deceased a chance to speak. I give them a voice, so as they can tell their stories, or they may have some unfinished business. Maybe they didn't get to say goodbye to somebody. And that's why they gather here. I hope you're not like that the whole time, because if you are, you will not be welcome here. Anyone that comes here that speaks for JSV is positive, and if you're not, you will get kicked to the curb. So you respect any spirit that speaks to us, period. If not, go on somewhere else. That's as nice and humble as I'm going to put it. Thank you for getting it. As the 4 hours ago, hello. Well, see, that's the thing. See, I swapped down about 12 to 15 that was saying still looking, still searching, and then hit that one, and it gives this. So, like I said, there's no way for us to know unless they tell it themselves. And like I said, we was hearing from other people. We wouldn't. I don't know what her voice sounds like. So I don't know if it's her speaking or not. But I'm leaning. Oh, you talking about the one in Alabama? Yeah. Well, here. I got Mountain Dew right there.
I was too busy looking for something.
Let's keep going.
I left him at work. So it might have been what I did.
What?
About yesterday. probably different in the office.
You got it now, don't you?
That's why I'm saying it's probably in the office right now. It is.
It is.
First thing when I wake up, babe, I'll call right up.
It's got my card in it.
I know.
You can't leave the house cards no more. That's, if it ain't there, somebody took it. What doubting is a possibility.
I get.
Yeah. I believe it. You check your backpack good? In your purse? I think you're gonna get in trouble. So I think you're gonna get in trouble. You never take it to the office. You always put it there on the counter. So why you say in the office?
Because if someone ever finds it, they put it immediately in the office.
Right there, they go through it.
No, because you gotta check every camera.
Summer. Dylan Rounds. Dylan Rounds. Can you hear me? Dylan Rounds. Can you hear me? Do you think that you got justice with that James Brenner feller and that other feller being in the jailhouse? Do you think that is what they should have got? Yeah, you talked about your stepmom pretty good bit. Dylan, do you think that James Brenner should have gotten more than what he got? Do you think he should have got something else? Well, that would do it, but it would be quick. I know it's bad to have to feel that way, but the way they did you, man, it's terrible. Thank you. Thank you for speaking with me. Kylie Rodney. Can you hear me? Kylie Rodney. Summer, you say you feel good? Kylie Rodney. Can you hear me, love? How do you still feel about being cremated so soon? Kylie Rodney. How do you feel now? Do you still feel the same way you did? Because you got cremated too early? They packaged you. You revisit them. Don't blame you. Don't blame you a bit. I get out. Thinking, take care today. What are you talking about, love? I get out. Thinking, take care. What are you talking about?
How'd they word it?
Pamela said, I get out. Thinking, take care, JD.
Probably thinking. She was probably voice texting that one.
Oh.
She probably was.
What are you talking about, love? Pamela, can you hear me? I don't know. I don't see anything that Christy said that would not. I know she said that uh, Savannah was living a double life for 30 years. I don't doubt that a bit. Uh, yeah, she may be. Um, I wish she could hear me where she could clarify.
Maybe she just said that like that, and like a voice one, and she went to sleep. No, I'm just saying that's a possibility.
Yeah, on the spirit box. Yeah.
Hello?
Hey,
Hello?
hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I read your thing here. What are you talking about on there?
On what?
It said, I get out, thinking, take care, JD.
Oh, I got some things to take care of. That's what it's supposed to be.
Oh, Lord, honey, you had me worried. I didn't know if something was wrong or what.
Yeah, I have to take care of some stuff here.
Okay. All right. Well, I wanted to check on you.
Okay.
All right. Love you. Bye.
All right. Love you. Bye. Bye-bye.
Kylie, last time we spoke, you said you were still pissed about being cremated too quick. That they could have found evidence of something else. Do you still feel that way? Kylie, Rodney. Shush. You feel the same? I know that Adventures with Purpose found you, and you had got into the back hat somehow or another. But I'm glad they found you. But yeah, it kind of bothered me too. It bothered me too, them doing that so quick. And how the sheriff could have come out and said what he did to the public. If I was you, I'd visit him a few times every once in a while too. I don't even know if he's still alive or not. I don't even know who it was. I believe she was. She said she thought she was about 2 weeks. If y'all remember back, it was when I first started doing sessions where I was up there at the cemetery at that little old church out there next to the cemetery, sitting at that picnic table. And she told me she thinks she was a couple of weeks along. Your stepson's in trouble with the law. Oh my goodness, family. How old is he? Because if he's old enough to be accountable, he needs to learn what it is by breaking the law. Yeah, then he needs to learn what he needs to do to keep his butt out of there. If you baby them, they'll do it every time, again and again and again. Be my guess is good night, Summer. I hope you have a good night too. Yeah, he's too old to be doing that junk. He knows better. Gabby Petito, can you hear me? Today you wish what? Gabby, Potato. I think you said you could hear me good. I'm only listening for Gabby Potato's voice. So you guys are wasting your breath. Brian, you can kiss my ass and don't talk again. Gabby, talk to me, love. Gabby, Potato. Is it better on the other side now in the realm than here in the physical? I think I heard her try to say dadgum right. Is it more peaceful? Gabby? Gabby? Did you find some loved ones when you passed? I know you wasn't alone. There was what? Gabby, how did you feel when you first transitioned? What did it feel like? Gabby, Potato, how did you feel? I remember you said you like to paint and draw. I'm talking about when you transitioned from here in the physical to the realm. How did you feel the moment that you passed? It was pretty. You was feeling God. You know you'll get to see him at the end of time. It's gonna be a wonderful thing. You know, Gabby, me and you talked about something for a pretty lengthy time. And I know what Brian did to you. Yes, he murdered you. And let me tell you something. What if he say would be one of the hardest things to ever do. But you do know that you would have to forgive him for you to be forgiven. And we talked about that for a very lengthy time. I mean, even still, you don't have to forget it, but you have to forgive him. And you know, you'll come out on top. Glory will prevail every time. It sounds like you've made some friends there, Gabby. Yep. Love you too, honey. Gabby, is there anything that you'd like to say to your family? Chrissy says, hello, Gabby. You're welcome, honey. Good deal. Thank you, Christy. Gabby Potato, is there anything you would like to say to your family? About anything.
What?
Speak what you feel. You miss them? Just remember this, Gabby, and a lot of other people, I don't think really understands it either, but you have to forgive to be forgiven regardless. And when the good Lord comes back, even you guys, the Bible plainly says that every tomb will bust open and every soul will kneel before him. I don't think there was a mean bone in your body, Gabby. I think you are groomed for a disaster waiting to happen. Some things that happen to people, to be able to forgive them, they don't know the difference between forgiving and keeping on remembering. Remembering is going to come with your muscle memory. Forgiveness comes from your heart. And in Genesis, it says your mind, heart, and soul needs to be cleansed. Forgive for your trespasses and forgive everyone for their trespassing. No matter what someone has done, don't wait until the end before you make it right with the good Lord. Because even in death, you can ask for forgiveness.
Careful now, don't tap onto it. Oh, careful.
I'm trying to see who sent that.
Man. Okay. Be careful of what you do. Just simply is wrong.
Well, hell no, I ain't said that. The only person I've said anything about was the person that I read off what they were saying. And if they came in to the chat to let's try to play nice and see how well that goes. But your name was not mentioned nowhere about it. Like I said, you sit in this chair right here all the time.
Not
You want
me,
to.
Pat. It was small.
Oh,
Yeah.
the other one. Just It's spelled wrong. Oh, okay. Um, see, there ain't nobody perfect there. I'm off on days and everything else. Daggum it.
Okay, be quiet, JD.
I had it confused, honey. I had it confused. uh,
See, this is why I don't like my name.
well,
Too many people that's my name. I'm tired of having the same common name.
I think all that has worked out itself from the past.
Yeah.
And that's why now it's turning over a new leaf. So it's all good. It's all good. You know something that your mama says she loves you. Heard the name Robert, then Robert. Around here, you never know who's going to say what, or if it's going to be good or it's going to be bad. You never know. I know we're just here, and let's see. I want to do something with everybody. It's hard. Yes, Gabby is beautiful. She's got a beautiful soul. I don't believe she'll have a minute's trouble. I don't. I really don't. But like Brian speaking up there, he need not speak here. Ava will crawl up him and give him a new orifice. Uh, yeah, I really want to do some things for everybody. Um, um, I know I'm slow. Just hold your horses. I'll figure it out in a minute when my mind gets back. It runs off sometimes. I don't blame it. Um, I I guess probably the best thing that we gotta get that other chair. This thing ain't gonna keep cutting it. Boy. I even got a pillow and it ain't working. Yeah, that ain't no good. what I'd like to do is, like I said, I know this is the second month and it ain't long to the third month of this year. But it don't mean we can't go back to January. What I would like to do well, they too old for that mess anyway. They know not to do that. My mama told me one time, she said, I'll get you out one time. One time. After that, you'll stay till they turn you loose. I said, how long is that going to be? She said, depends on what you do. Well, I didn't do nothing else after that. So I didn't get no direct answer how long I'd have to sit there. It's not worth it. Anyway. Oh, and I'm slow, okay? I'm slow. But let me tell you something. Numbers keep going down over here. It was at 21, and it was up to 24. And sometimes closer to the end or middle of our shows is when we sometimes come up with an idea to start doing. I have no idea. Well, it says 24 and 21 on here. But, guys, and I'm not talking about just y'all. There's a lot of you guys that watch me that are not yet subscribed. You like my content, but you just watch. You're not subscribed. If you'd like to be part of JSV, even if you don't want to come down and chat right now, at least subscribe. It's totally free. We've got 2,630 subscribers. And, subscribers. But we have over nearly 4,000 extra views from people watching every month. But they are not subscribed. So please, if you're watching this show and you know that you watch it, but you haven't subscribed, if you come this far, you might well go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And because what the idea I've got fitting to come up could benefit you as well. Yeah, Tony called out to you the other day twice. And I don't remember what day it was, but you can hear me tell him that Christy's not here. They trust me, they miss when you're not here. Because you got to remember, they can feel your emotions, hear your thoughts. And when they plead out for you like that, it's like I said, when you're down, they're down. When you're up, they're up. What I'd like to do, and by no means, and let me get this off the table right at the top, this is no means of a regular session on live footage here. None whatsoever for what I'm fixing to say I want to do. So don't let that slip your mind, because it's just not going to happen that way. If anyone wants a session, it'd have to be a paid session. But what I'm offering to do, because I love to reach out to people for you guys, it's enjoyment for me. So what I was thinking was, each one of you guys probably have a loved one that passed in January sometime, that you got the death records for. That ain't no good. But anyway, if you had a loved one that died, like, in January or whatnot, and it can only be one person. You may have 5 people died in your family in January, but I'll only do one. And again, please understand what I'm saying. I would love to call out to a loved one for you guys, and you guys need to get out some paper and put down what I need. And this will be something that I've never done, not really. And it'll be cool and neat for all of us. And definitely be a lot easier on me, because sessions are not easy to do, trust me. But anybody, like, had a loved one that passed 1986, January, so and so, as long as you've got the death date, and we're not talking about birth dates, we're talking about death dates. And it can be only one person per one subscriber. So anybody that would love to be able to hear from a loved one, you have to subscribe. And what I want to do, since I've got this thing now where they tell me who is subscribed and who ain't, I'm going to give to my mods. Whoever is not subscribed, and I've got a lot of people that watch my show that's not subscribed yet. You was to come on and want a session or whatever, you can't get it unless you sub up. So what I'd like to do is, for the regulars that's normally here, let's see. Well, it's hard to count. Sometimes some people jump off and back on, whatnot. Maybe I could quit that too, because it confuses me. But anyway, I know the ones that are here on a regular basis. Get you a pen and paper. Put down their full name, your full name. I'm not, and I'm going to make myself clear here. Please, everybody, listen to me. If you ain't never listened to me before, listen to me now, because this can benefit everybody. It's done dropped down to 18, so if you're not interested in ever hearing from a loved one, then fine. That's your deal. Like I said, get your piece of paper, write down your full name, their full name, how they're kin to you, death date, cause of death, some of their likes, last place lived, no more than 2 questions. Everybody can ask 2 questions. But we'll go back, whoever's got a loved one in January, we'll try to rush it up to get caught back up to probably March, time we get through with everybody. But just remember, this is not full sessions. This is just to let you hear your loved one just enough to comprehend what you're asking. That helps me, that helps them. If I ever have to do a regular session on them, it's not so hard for me to grab. It makes it a ton bit lighter for me. So now, like I said, don't get this twisted. If you have a loved one that passed in January, you can only pick one loved one. You can't name your whole family and everything. One person. And that's it. And either send it to us through Messenger or call us up, whatever, on Messenger, and we'll write it out, or however. And I know about how many people we got regular here, so yeah, y'all can, yeah. So that way I think it benefits for everybody. Y'all, if y'all don't think it does, then tell me now, so we won't get started on this. I am too. Well, Christy texts us every once in a while. I text her and make sure it's okay. But she works a lot. But I've done a lot of sessions for her. But anyway, do not have this in your mind that it's going to be a regular session, because it will not. This is just simply going to be calling out to them, asking them questions about like some of their likes that you're telling me about, so I can get a confirmation, and no more than 2 questions. But you have to have their death date. And if this goes smoothly and everybody does it, and everything works right, then I don't care to do this all the time. But now, I also, now, say half of you in here tonight, say 12 or 15 of you, got a loved one that died in January of whenever. I'm not going to be able to get to all 15 that night. But we won't skip over to the next month until we're done with the January. You see what I'm saying? So just because you don't get yours done that day for some reason, don't panic. We'll do all of January's, then we'll start on February's. And like I said, it's going to take us a little bit to catch up. But only one loved one at a time. Okay. So where's tomorrow? Tuesday?
Yeah.
Okay. And are you still sending something Wednesday, Lynn? If you are, I'll keep my card with me all day. Okay. Lord bless these people. Bless them in every way. I think that us doing it this way, everybody can be involved. Saying tomorrow night. Okay. Now there's something else here too, and I think my mind was trying to skip from it. Give me a second to think of it. Let me think. Sorry, guys. I forget sometimes. It's done dropped down to 14. Oh, yeah. And that reminded me. Mods, you can take a good look at the people we got in chat right now. Now, they are a couple others that don't get to come on this late because they have to work. And one would be like Paula or Reese because she's having to attend to them grandbabies. So they'll still all be included. But names that we do not know and that you've never seen here, just plain out say the only way you can have this done is if you sub up. And I want to do something here. Where is it at? Where's it at?
Oh, I knew there was something I was forgetting to tell you.
What?
It worked for quite a while, about 2 or 3 hours. People could only use cash.
Really?
Our card system was down. So was our screens.
Yeah, it happens
For
sometimes.
the cooks to where they couldn't even see the orders. We had to ring them in and only ring them in with cash and then take it back there so they can know what it was.
Yeah.
That happened for a few hours. So it got back up. People was happy it was back up though.
Yeah.
They got mad that they couldn't use their card. But I knew there was something like that.
Hang on, guys. I'm trying to find that list that tells who is subscribing and who's not. I'll find it here in a minute. We have United Kingdom, we got United States, we got Australia, we've got Canada, we got Philippines, we got almost like Australia, something else, Guam, and check this out. We have now got female base 71.1, male base 28.9. So tell me who's hiding in the back. But let me find it. Oh shoot! Hang on. Just bear with me a minute. There's 21.1% that is not subscribed. 78.9% that is. So the ones that's not subscribed, go ahead and do it. Let me slide this back over. Let me find where it's at, and I'll send to you mods. That way you can keep up with the names that are subbed. Indonesia. We got it going pretty good.
Yeah.
Dadgummit. All right, right here, it will tell right here, and you have to keep scrolling over, and then up at the top up here, you can hit view all, and it will tell you everybody that is subscribed. And it's with the community spotlight. There's another. another spot here somewhere where I can. It shows their faces. Oh, here we go. You see what I'm saying? And you just keep scrolling through. Yeah. So we can tell now who unsubscribes and who is subscribed. And right now, 28.2, I think, is not subscribed. So y'all watch us, might well subscribe. Yeah. Okay, Christy. Uh, uh, Lynn is sending that tomorrow night. But we'll send that box off in the morning. Don't forget, Lynn. We'll send you a box out in the morning, and I'll give you your tracking number. She got bit work at 11, so we're gonna have to leave a little bit before 11, so I have time to get up there because it's between here and her work. So anyway, we'll do our level best to get it going out in the morning, or well, whenever the mail goes out, 4:00, I think. But anyway, you'll have it. Please remember what I'm asking everybody to do. And that's why I even offered for y'all to ask to tell me if you think that's a good idea. I think it'll keep us more active. It'll keep us rolling, give us something to look forward to, all the time. And maybe some of them ain't so hard to grab, and we still have time to just sit and cut up and carry on, or maybe do another one. But they have to be in the month, and we'll go ahead and start back for January. But you can only put one in there, and remember, only 2 questions. Now I'm gonna say this again. Your full name, their full name, however they're related to you, cause of death if you know it, last place lived, some of their likes, and no more than 2 questions. And that's it. And remember, it may take us 3 or 4 days or more to just get through January. Because a lot of you guys may have somebody passed away in January. But we're only going to do 1 per person. Your dad died in January? Well, there you go. Give me all this stuff. You know how to hit me up. So, oh, you talking to Annie. So that was on her other account. Anyway, if you got a loved one that passed in January from when time begun, get your paper out, write it down, get it ready. We're starting it tomorrow. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Love every one of you.
Sweet dreams.
It's under John Holt. HOLT. And there's a lot of them, but there's only one that says in relationship. And it'll have this logo on it. Love every one of you. See you tomorrow.